please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Welcome back. You're watching Power Breakfast on CNBC TV18. Well, Mangala Malu caught up with Mr. Jagannathan of TTK Prestige and started off by asking him about his foray into the family business at a time when the family business was not doing too well. Here's a slice of that conversation.
You were living the good life in the US. Why would you come back to India to manage a family business which perhaps wasn't doing that well that time?
1972, my parents came to see me at Cornell and they told me that bad news that the business was bankrupt and that we owed a lot of money to a lot of people and that they needed help for me to come back and manage the business. I had an elder brother, but by that time he was an alcoholic, and so he could not help. My father joined the business when he was 17, and by this time he was 50, he was burnt out. So he wanted my help, and though I did not want, I had chosen life of academia. I wanted to be a professor, but as luck would have it, I landed up here to look after business with no experience at all in business.
So how was your reception in Bangalore? You were well received?
No, I was not actually. I was considered a Madrasi by the Bangalore people, and this company in Bangalore was making profits. All the companies in Madras were not making profits. So they thought, what I will do is I will take all the money from here, send it to Madras, and destroy the company. So when I came to TTK Limited, they didn't let me inside.
So
I used police protection to go inside. They wouldn't let me sit in the managing director's chair. So I was sitting in one small chair and was table chair in the corner. And I had to gain the respect. It was not possible that I could sack everybody. First, I didn't know what a pressure cooker was. I didn't know how it was made. I didn't know where it was sold. I had never used a pressure cooker.
In fact, I read a lot about the gasket release system. So I would like you to explain to me exactly what it is and what is this story, because it saved 1 million lives.
There was no market because there was something going wrong. So I decided to go find out what was going wrong. And discovered that I traveled UP extensively and discovered that our pressure cookers were known to burst. And the pressure cooker bursting is not is dangerous. It could even kill. And I went to one of our dealers in Lucknow and he showed me his store. He had dozens of Prestige pressure cookers that had burst. So we were losing market share because they don't buy Prestige, it will burst. We had to find out. I couldn't believe that we made pressure cookers that burst, because we were very good manufacturing. There's no question about that. So something else had to be the reason. So when I analyzed the reason, I found out it was a spurious safety block. A pressure cooker has a weight valve, which maintains the pressure, but sometimes it gets blocked. When it gets blocked, the safety device is supposed to open up and release the pressure. So, and the company would have gone bankrupt if we knew that. So what happened was, I put on my thinking, thank God I was the engineer.
The IIT cap.
The IIT helped. Put on my thinking cap and came up with what is called the gasket release system. Actually, it's such a simple thing looking at it now that you wonder why nobody discovered it before. It's just a hole in the lid. But that hole in the lid, what it does is, it does not depend upon the safety plug for secondary safety. The gasket comes out through the hole in the lid and releases pressure if it exceeds cooking pressure.
Okay, an interesting story coming in then. You will get excerpts of that through the day. But let's move on then. The quarterfinals of the FIFA World Cup begin today. The first match will be Uruguay playing against France, and the second match will have Brazil playing against Belgium for a place in the semi-finals. In their previous matches, Uruguay has won 2-1 against Portugal, while France has won 4-3 against Argentina. Brazil won 2-0 against Mexico, and Belgium has won 3-2 against Japan.
Ekta, who are you going with?
Brazil.
Brazil, and the other game?
France.
France,
yeah, France. Definitely France.
All
because
right.
I think one of the key players in Uruguay are not playing. Cavani.
Cavani is injured, but you know, there's a rumor that is he faking their injury and will he suddenly turn up on the pitch? You know, that's the other thought out there.
And
so
the other thing would be how many times Neymar actually falls during the World Cup.
That's true. You know,
right?
those videos that have been doing the rounds. Great. So we have a packed evening then, but we'll slip into a short break. As we do that, here's a weather report from SkyMet.
Hi, this is Fawzia. Welcome to Daily SkyMet Weather Report. In north, a cyclonic circulation is over Punjab and adjoining central Pakistan. In fact, the axis of monsoon trough extends from North Punjab up to Bangladesh. So scattered rains may occur over Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand and North Punjab. Meanwhile, the weather across northwestern plains, including Delhi NCR, would remain dry, but isolated thunderstorm cannot be ruled out. In central parts, a trough is extending from Jharkhand to Vidarbha that could give light to moderate rains with 1 or 2 heavy spells over Madhya Pradesh, Vidarbha and parts of Chhattisgarh. There is also possibility of scattered light rains over West Madhya Pradesh and Madhya Maharashtra. Meanwhile, the offshore trough along the west coast would cause moderate to heavy showers over South Gujarat, Konkan and Goa, including Mumbai. In fact, light to moderate showers may occur over coastal Karnataka. Finally, in east and northeast region, the cyclonic circulation over South Bangladesh would give light to moderate showers with 1 or 2 heavy spells over sub-Himalayan West Bengal and Sikkim. Scattered light to moderate rains may also occur over northeastern states, Gangetic West Bengal including Kolkata, parts of Jharkhand and Odisha including Bhubaneswar. Let's look at the temperatures. Delhi would have a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius and minimum of 28 degrees Celsius. The maximum temperature in Kolkata would be 33 and minimum would be around 26. In Chennai, the day temperature would be 36 and the night temperature would be 27 degrees Celsius. That's it, wrapping up. For more updates, stay tuned to skymetweather.com.
Welcome back. Well, let's get talking about the commodity and currency space. Manisha Gupta joins in to apprise us what she's tracking today. Manisha, morning.
Hi, thank you so much for that. Well, it really totally is going to be about the U.S. tariff worth $34 billion set to take effect in the markets today. And that would happen by 9:30 a.m. for us. Chinese markets would be on at that time. And there is a possibility that China will retaliate as well. So, while, of course, all the markets will see an impact on how the story develops, but it is the base metal prices which clearly have taken a hit because, remember, for most of the base metals, either China is a major producer or a major consumer. So you have seen that impact come in for the prices. If you look at copper and zinc, we are trading at a one-year lows. Zinc actually has now declined by 20% in this year. Nickel prices last night fell below 200 days moving average also, and they are trading at a 2-month lows. You have lead prices trading at a 2-month lows. Tin is trading at 6-month lows. So there is actually nothing that has been untouched because of the fears on what the trade tariffs really could bring on. And it just doesn't end there because U.S. has said that $34 billion takes effect today and the other $16 billion worth of trade tariffs would happen in the next 2 weeks. So this clearly doesn't seem to be ending, and we have seen very sharp declines in metals because of that.
Okay, all right. Thanks so much for that, Manisha. Well, preempting this move, we have seen a lot of these metal stocks. They've seen quite a lot of selling. Interesting to see what they do in today's trading session. But let's hop across to Mangalam. He's standing by. He's going to tell us how the derivatives market is shaping up. Mangalam.
Well, Nigel, yesterday while the Nifty ended lower by about 20 points, we saw some purchase come by from the FIIs in index futures, and that was surprising given the sort of selling that we've seen earlier and the fact that they are net short. So 700 crore worth purchase in the index futures by the FIIs. And what they actually did was they covered more shorts than the longs that they added. So 2,400 longs added and close to around 4,800 short positions covered by the FIIs in index futures. If you take a look at the individual indices, the Nifty Bank saw some short covering, outperformed the frontline index yesterday. So that is something we'll have to watch out for. While there was purchase of close to around 800 crores in index options, most of that was unwinding across the board, perhaps could be because of the weekly options expiry. So for the Nifty itself, some active strikes. We have writing seen at 10,800 call as well as the 10,900 call. So higher levels is something we'll have to watch out for, whether the markets hold up or not. And at the lower levels, support, unabated support continues at the 10,700 mark as we see writing at that level for the third consecutive day. In terms of stocks, watch out for both Titan as well as United Spirits. Both of them underperformed yesterday, saw some positions being added on the short side. Let's see what happens today.
Okay, all right, Mangalam. Thanks very much for that. On that note, we're going to wrap up this edition of Power Breakfast. Stay tuned. Bazaar Morning Call just after a short break.